Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
Holy.
Hi, guys. Okay. Hi. Original link to the video, top of the description. Below that, link to the Discord. Click on it, sends you right over there. I had to, unfortunately, take down the last episode because in 4 days, I'm about to lose a strike. And I'll be able to re-upload it. So I'm really sorry about that for the people who already commented over there. But let's do this one. How do you say 5 in Swedish? 5 in Swedish. Fem. 1. Ett. Två. Tre. Fyra. Fem. 6. Really? Sju. Hey, St. John's University. That was one of my... Åtta. Nio. Tio. Okay. I don't know why. I just wanted to... original link. I said all this, right? Discord. My name's Connor. I like to learn. And Swedes, I like to kind of reward the... I get to see in analytics when certain countries jump in viewership, and Swedes kind of, go up sometimes, and I feel like I have to reward you guys. And I love learning about Sweden and a lot of Nordic countries and European, a lot of countries. Let's go.
Shit.
Be careful, man. I'm not
Stop.
kidding.
You're scaring me.
He's so funny.
Back in 2004.
Oh no, I'm hungry. I should never watch these hungry.
Back in 2004, Klaus Meyer, chef and co-founder of Copenhagen's Noma restaurant, together with top chefs from the Nordic region, came together to write the new Nordic Kitchen Manifesto, and a food revolution was born. The main focus of the...
So sorry, guys, about that right there. I heard everything you said. I had display capture instead of window capture up.
The new Nordic is fresh, seasonal...
I promise I will not... Okay, just... I will not...
Chefs from the
go.
Nordic region came together to write the new Nordic Kitchen Manifesto, and a food revolution was born. The main focus of the new Nordic is fresh, seasonal, simple, and most importantly, local ingredients. This approach has encouraged chefs to explore new flavors, and Sweden's food scene has exploded in recent years. It's quickly becoming Europe's culinary star. Exciting new restaurants are opening across Stockholm, inspired by the new Nordic philosophy. At restaurant Ekstedt, Chef Niklas is employing traditional Nordic cooking techniques.
So,
Niklas,
Yeah.
where are we?
Well, you're at my place.
Yeah.
This is my restaurant.
Yeah.
And this is like kind of like if I use a flagship restaurant.
How many restaurants do you have now?
3.
But this is your little baby, right?
This is my baby, yeah. But this one is a little different because this one focuses on the open fire and the old Scandinavian cooking techniques.
So tell me about the basics of the new Nordic cuisine.
The new Nordic cuisine is basically, if you would like explain it simply, it's like flipping the map upside down. The European...
this guy had to have spent time in America, or his English accent is almost not even existent.
It's basically, if you would like explain it simply, it's like flipping the map upside down, the European map. I mean, originally every...
What do you mean by that?
Originally, chefs in the Nordic countries used to look south for inspiration. You looked into the like French gastronomy, Italian gastronomy, Spanish gastronomy, and then you kind of mixed it up a little bit with the Nordic ingredients, and then that was fine dining, high-end cuisine. Mm-hmm. But in the mid 90s and the end of 90s, there were a few chefs in the Nordic countries that got together and said, like, why don't we work 100% with the Nordic products? So they started sourcing ingredients and products only from the Nordic countries, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. So in terms of like the new Nordic cuisine, we're more focused on the technical aspect of it than the product aspect.
I love how it looks like they have a lot of rebar along the top to hang meat and whatnot. And I like that idea, instead of going the normal route of the kind of classic great food cultures in Europe, just like they made a name for themselves, trying to make a name for yourself here.
We're more focused on the technical aspect of it than the product aspect. What do you want to do? What do you like? Fish, meat?
What's your favorite? That's what I want to do.
Turbot and lobster. Fish and lobster.
Fish and lobster, great.
Yeah. You get you an apron.
Oh, great. There we go, that felt better.
Oh my God, we don't have a size for you.
Oh, you didn't do the proper way.
You're so skinny. Is this like the beginning of the show?
Isn't that really hot? No, it's not actually.
Okay, you want to compete?
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I think you're over a hotter thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say he's over a hotter heat over there. With this sort of grill, it looks amazing, but Jesus, I just had like a stroke. The evenness of the grill. They're probably so experienced that they subconsciously know like to turn it into an advantage of like put it on the hotter part here and.
I think you're over a hotter thing.
Yeah, he was over the straight up flames.
Yeah. What's that? I think he had about that much, right?
Butter.
Boom, in with you.
This is basically how all our cooking starts. Just a cast iron pan, boom, into the fire, and then we just put in some lobster into the cast iron pan.
I just like to move things around like this because it makes me feel like a pro. It's really, ow! See?
Now you flip it.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah. Ivan, you put that up. Hang it up on top of the fire. No, the fish is all yours.
Further in, there?
Yeah. When you fry
Why are there so many gorgeous men and women in Sweden?
shellfish, it's really, really quick. So you just sear it a little bit, and then we hang it up here to give it a little flavor from the birch wood. The birch is like the original way of cooking in the Nordic cuisine. I wanted the restaurant to be very old style, technically wise.
I'm not a scallop fan. I don't know why. I don't hate scallops. If they are in a pasta, I won't like go around it. I'll eat it, but it just scallops. The taste doesn't do it for me.
But I wanted the plate to be contemporary. I wanted the plating and the food to compete with the best restaurants in the city. This is the flambadou. Seriously?
Yeah.
No joke. This is extremely hot.
Well, it was extremely hot in there, and it's extremely hot here.
No. This is really hot. I'm not kidding. Okay. Don't burn yourself.
Safety first,
Yes.
kids.
Okay. So what we're doing is like we're taking the tool out of the fire, and then we're adding fat into the glowing metal.
All right,
And
sounds
that-
yummy.
And that the fat will burn and then land.
Is fat and lard the exact same thing? Like, is lard another term for fat?
On the hay, and the hay will burn. The fat will burn and then land on the hay, and the hay will burn down, and there's meat in the bottom of the hay.
Was that a butter? Oh, that's cool. Is there any butter coming out of there? Whoa! Blow it out. It's really warm here, Nicholas. Come on. This is totally medieval. Oh, I missed the clang.
Blow it out.
I got smoke in my eyes.
Don't burn yourself.
I'll blow that one out. I was blowing at this thing. I might have burnt it just slightly there, huh, Nicholas?
I think it looks delicious.
What did they just do?
Oh, you cut it.
No, you cut
do
it.
the honors.
No, you cut it.
Oh, that looks so nice.
It's like
Perfect.
Swedish sashimi.
The flambadou, it's my new thing. I'm getting one for home. So what's different about this restaurant compared to your other restaurants?
On my other restaurants, I try to make money.
Oh. There you go. It always comes down to that.
It takes so much longer to run a restaurant like this. It's actually pretty stupid.
It sounds stupid, yeah. Can you tell me something that's not stupid
So
about the
cooking is both his job and his hobby. And this is like his hobby main baby restaurant.
restaurant you own?
The food tastes amazing.
Yeah.
So the next dish is the lobster that you cooked earlier.
The one I did.
Yep.
But I'm not getting the one I did.
It is the one that you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's your lobster with some brioche and turbot with some pickled mushrooms on top.
And actually, my little thing, that looks pretty good.
Taste it. Come on, taste it. See if you like it.
It looks like a truffle instead of... Is truffle a mushroom?
Good. Taste it. Come on, taste it. See if you like it. And subtle smokiness, isn't it? It's not that.
No.
It doesn't punch you. Because that's the most. That's the most important.
Both
thing
from the tail of the lobster and with the bread. Do you have the bread in there as well, hanging?
Yeah. And fry it in the cast iron pan.
The only
Really sweet.
problem is I would need like 7 of those plates to fill me up, but I bet it's delicious.
In there as well, hanging.
Yeah. And fry it in the cast iron pan.
Really sweet, the mushrooms, huh?
Yeah. You're the skinniest guy we've ever had in here. You're the
Look at him like eyeing him up and down before he says that.
Really
He's like-
sweet,
He's like, wait, you are the skinny
the mushrooms, huh?
yeah.
dude.
You're the skinniest guy we've ever had in here.
Oh, that's not true. Well, you can keep on feeding me. I have no problem with that. But this movement isn't limited to Sweden's capital. It's growing across the country, so my next stop was
Malmo?
Kuka in Gothenburg.
Oh, yeah, all I know is... Oh, Melkor. Shoot, I forget. All I know is Gothenburg, Malmo, Stockholm.
Which I'd heard was one of the best restaurants in Sweden. In Gothenburg and being on the west coast, seafood is a big thing, and it's a big thing here as well, right?
We have like an expression that you dig where
Johan Bjorkman.
you stand. So
I have to shut up, guys. I'm talking over them.
Thing here as well, right?
we have like an
gonna
expression that you dig where you stand. So here is the sea is just outside the door. So we can get fresh seafood alive every day. Like the quality is super good.
Like people are talking about new Nordic cuisine. Like to make great food, you need to take what you have in your area.
Yeah. But you cannot find everything here. But we try to take like 30 Swedish miles and work with that. So we got the Uglarp with the vegetables, and you got the producer of lamb and cheese and milk and everything here.
It's all locally sourced.
Yeah.
I love the interior. I don't know if it's the great camera lighting or what. I love the interior of all of these restaurants.
Everything here.
It's all locally sourced.
Yeah.
Like it makes it feel like if I went there, I'd feel like I was in like a northern, what do you call it, Lapland? What's the northern big territory or province or state in Sweden where there's not a lot of people and it's really cold? Like you feel like you're there, just surrounded by all the amazing things from more populated cities. I like wine, but
First course.
more of a beer guy.
So here's the first course on the menu. We got crab, the claw meat is underneath, and we got some thin sliced carrots and a pate made of crab, flavored with horseradish, and then frozen.
Another hard day at work.
Oh, I feel bad for you.
This thing is awesome. I mean, horseradish usually just like takes over a whole thing. It's just there, like subtle. So nice. So nice. It's like a crab salad, but more refined.
Yeah, I feel like horseradish can be very dangerous. Like I had at the restaurant we went in Maine. It was like $210 or slightly more. It was below $220, I think, for me, my dad, and my brother, who we each got a lobster roll, and it came with fries and some coleslaw, and we got a few beers, and it was over $200. And the coleslaw had a tinge of horseradish, which was kind of nice, but it was slightly too much.
We think like if you come here to Gothenburg and eat, it's not that interesting to eat a paella. It's much more fun to eat something that we have here. Yeah. If you want to paella, you can go to Spain. They serve it perfect. But here it's better to serve something that's in our blood. We got Swedish squid, potatoes, puree of leeks and
With
parsley, and then whisked egg yolks with apple vinegar.
No, this is the best. I need to do this with a spoon. Just like a spoonful of gooey greatness. This is my favorite for sure. So eating in Kuka right now was bloody amazing, I'll tell you that. Just
Bloody.
fantastic. It's a great example of the new Nordic cuisine as well.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
I've never eaten in such a place like
It's
this.
so, did you eat there now?
Yeah,
I just had dinner there right now.
Yeah.
This is the best place in Gothenburg.
Yeah, it is. I worked in restaurants for 10 years.
Oh, really?
This is, yeah.
That's
This
good.
is-
We came
this
to
is
the
going
right spot
down.
then, huh?
Yeah.
So just a T makes the TH sound in England, like the Gothenburg. Because in a lot of places, the TH sound is sort of difficult to pronounce for a lot of places. I guess, Nordic countries. So Gothenburg.
Thanks. Have a great evening.
Have a great evening.
Oh, hugs. Yeah, of course. Woo! Saved her. Yeah, so there you got it. How can you get a better review than that? Kuka, the best place to get new Nordic cuisine in all of Gothenburg. Fine. But the new Nordic cuisine isn't limited to high-end restaurants. In Malmo, chefs Pernilla and Jens are putting new Nordic food on the lunchtime menu. Pernilla?
Why can't I grow a beard like that? I've never tried to grow a beard, but I just know it would just look like the Irish guy in Braveheart.
Tell us about it and the food you're serving here today.
Yeah, today I'm serving Nordic street food. You should always use your local produce in season and keep the food very simple and let the produce speak for itself.
You can eat the
Don't
skin?
cook it too much, or don't make it too complicated. If you use, for example, parsnip when it's just pulled out of the earth in the right season, it's fantastic flavors. Instead of taking something that they flew in from somewhere else that's been wrapped in plastic, and it's such a common sense actually. I think we've been looking abroad because I think we've been pretty bored with our potatoes and our root vegetables and all that. But then suddenly we got tired of that, so then we started to realize that we have a fantastic kitchen on our own here. You can actually take the same quality of Nordic food that you have in the nice restaurants to people on the streets.
It was lunchtime, so Pernilla showed me how to cook a seasonal chanterelle mushroom wrap.
So what you do, you take
Handful or-
two handfuls without any butter in the beginning. If they are really fresh, they have a lot of water in them. So you want to get the water out.
Chanterelles are actually my favorite mushrooms.
This is jämtländskt tunnbröd. So you put it on right now.
Mushrooms.
This is jämtländskt tunnbröd.
Jämtländskumbrad?
Chanterelles are actually my favorite mushrooms.
This is jämtländskt tunnbröd. So you put
Jämtländskumbrad.
it on right now. You can put in some butter with the mushrooms.
Ooh.
That's what the guy ate the surströmming on, with some potatoes, onions.
Put it here. Okay. You put some sour cream on.
Is this Västerbottenost?
Yes, it's Västerbottenost.
Oh, this is
But you're gonna have
great
some.
cheese, Västerbottenost.
First, you're gonna have
Swedish cheese. Oh, first this? Sorry.
You have to listen.
I'm not listening now.
No, you say yes, chef.
Yes,
right?
chef.
First, you take some of the sour cabbage, put it on there. Then you take your chanterelles. So now it's hot. Now you grate the cheese.
Yeah, now we get the cheese going.
Where's the meat?
I'm so excited about this, actually.
And then you also put some of the onions on top here. in the
Pickled
middle.
onions.
Now you're gonna make that into a wrap.
Now, this is where you want the last bit of the
And now
chanterelles,
you
right?
To be honest, I don't care if there's no meat in it. I love mushrooms. They're so good.
That's it. This is what I mean to pimp it before it goes out.
Gotta pimp it before it goes out.
It has to be beautiful for the eye too. Yeah.
Can I try it now? I'll keep holding
Yeah.
it.
Eat before it gets cold.
I bet that's so good.
Now you have like all things in your beer.
I better do.
That's typical street food way of eating.
I am the farthest thing from a vegetarian I think you'll ever find, but I would very much love that.
The notion of New Nordic is constantly evolving, and there's a new wave of chefs in Sweden who are standing solid on the principles of New Nordic, but interpreting them in their own way. Like Andreas Dahlberg, head chef of restaurant Bastard in Malmo, who is embracing European influences to bring more variety into his new Nordic menu.
I don't really like the new Nordic cuisine. There you go. It's kind of style of cooking. We're not really doing that. We're cooking. We have more influences from France, and we keep mixing it up. But we use produce from here to do it.
Cheers! Thanks for having me. Let the romantic dinner begin.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Yeah.
Here
I
he
noticed a lot of tattoos.
comes. Here he comes. Ooh.
So this is cured mackerel, small, tender, poached leeks, just dressed in a mustard vinaigrette, some boiled egg and dill.
This looks so good.
We have
What's the green? Did you say leek?
raw beef on knäckebröd, crisp bread in English. This is actually very new Nordic cuisine.
It is, huh?
Yeah, it is. But
thinking that.
But it's not stiff, so dig in.
Yeah. What do you think the new Nordic cuisine
I like the different approach, how he's not afraid to be like, yeah, Nordic cuisine, not a huge fan. He likes incorporating other stuff.
is then?
Stiff, boring, doesn't taste very much, lack of seasoning. Fry a carrot and put it on a plate, and ooh, that's a dish. It's food put on a ceramic plate. When we opened up here 5 years ago, we were kind of the bastards in this town because we were doing something completely different. 5 years ago, the Malmo scene wasn't what it is today. It's better today. It's not as good as I want it to be, but it's getting there. And we just wanted to start up a restaurant that we would like to go to ourselves.
How was the food scene back then when you started 5 years ago?
We had all of these restaurants that was kind of average and boring, and then we had the really fine dining restaurants, so there was kind of nothing in the middle. And that's where we came in.
What's that, kale?
That's kale, cabbage,
Filling a business
roasted
niche.
Brussels sprouts, and we have the tunata sauce, the tuna fish sauce. Dig in. It's getting better and better. I think maybe Malmo is like, we're so close to Copenhagen, so I think that's a big brother. So,
They're the big brother?
Yeah.
Or is there has to be a lot of exchange between...
Yeah, I know there's a historical connection, not just a geographical closeness between Malmo and Copenhagen, but I hear it as a historical kind of Danish section of southern Sweden as well.
yeah.
Between the countries down here, with the bridge and...
Yeah, we're over there all the time, and we have a lot of Danish people coming here as well. Drink up.
What's the car ride? What's the how long do you have to drive to get from Copenhagen to say Malmo, or a ferry? I think you have a bridge, right, or a tunnel?
Okay, boss. Yes, chef. Right? There's no messing around with this guy.
I need to stop
A lot
pausing.
of Danish people coming here as well. Drink up.
Okay, boss. Yes, chef. Right? There's no messing around with this guy.
You'll never have to ask
Drink
me
up,
that.
eat now, do that, do this.
I'm an
It felt
alcoholic.
appropriate that I was ending my trip at a restaurant called Bastard, because it defines how, for a long time, Sweden's cuisine was perceived from outside, not sure of its identity and looked down on by the rest of Europe. I'm so full. Just kept on coming, dishes.
Such a hard job.
Oh man.
I should be talking.
But as I've traveled up and down my long and varied country, I've discovered a Swedish culinary identity. I've traveled up and
I do that every time I see ice. I do the slide.
down my long and varied country, I've discovered a Swedish culinary identity that is redefining itself, but never forgetting where it has come from. From the indigenous Sami people to spetkaka, I've found my country is protective of its traditions and proud of its quirks. I think we'll always love our pickled herring and our hearty food like meat and potatoes, as our history has always been important to our food here, even as far back as the Vikings, as our history has always been important to our
I love
food here.
the pickled cucumbers and onions so often in Sweden. I think they provide such a great taste. A lot of meat or dishes you put it with.
Even as far back as the Vikings. But we're ready for something new, and today's chefs are the Neo-Vikings, looking right where they are for the best ingredients and creatively using our culinary past to
I don't know how dumb this question is going to be, but like Viking. Viking is a word that all Americans, a lot of people know, but Viking is a very known Viking. you know? And I think of Denmark. I also think of Sweden and Norway. But the original Vikings, I'm not exactly sure where they originated.
Redefine its future.
Great
New
series.
Nordic cuisine is continuing to
Thanks,
evolve,
Melkor.
and it's an exciting time to be eating in Sweden. But after all that food and traveling,
Here
I'm
we're
pretty
funny.
full and exhausted right now. So there's only one thing for it. Hot tub time.
Really awesome series there, guys. The 5-part series. Hope you're all doing well. My name's Connor again. If you are not doing well, it's important to me, all right? Viewers, mental health, big thing to me. That you're all doing well. And remember, if you're not, you can always feel better tomorrow. Chin up. Love you guys. Great stuff. Can't wait to see your comments. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.